If you're getting competing quotes for your granite and quartz countertop project, it's really important to have a baseline understanding of just what is possible when it comes to the experience you will have and the finished quality of your countertops so that you can make an effective comparison. Hello, I'm Aaron Crowley with Crowley's Granite TV. If you've watched the last two videos in this series, you know we've dealt with the subjects of the lack of standardization in the natural stone industry, as well as the 8 questions you've got to ask every fabricator you're getting a quote from. Well, in this video, we're going to deal with both issues as it relates to Crowley's granite concepts. You see, we have developed 8 standards to give you as a consumer a baseline understanding of just what is possible when it comes to the experience you're going to have and the finished quality of the countertops we're going to install in your home. So we're going to take each one of those questions and, in a sense, tell you the standard by which Crowley's Granite operates as it relates to the experience and the quality of the finished product. So before we begin, make sure that you've downloaded and printed off our countertop shopping comparison guide. It'll be really helpful as we work through these 8 questions and the corresponding standards that we're going to explain. So we'll begin by discussing the 4 questions that you need to ask related to the experience. Question number 1 is, will you help me select my slabs? At Crowley's, the answer is yes. We not only provide you with a guide for shopping on your own, we are happy to visit local slab suppliers with you at no charge to help you select the material that will work best for your project. In addition, we maintain a list of materials that you should avoid. We call it a blacklist. So in the event that you fall in love with a questionable material, we can point out the potential problems before you make your final decision. Second question is, can I participate in the layout? At Crowley's, once again, the answer is yes, absolutely. After investing so much time and energy in the slab selection process, you will most likely have very strong opinions about what characteristics you want included in the finished counters and those that you'd rather avoid. Only by working with us during the layout process can you fully see the possibilities and communicate your expectations. The third question relating to the experience is, do you coordinate the project details? And at Crowley's, the answer is yes. If you're replacing existing counters, then we will coordinate all aspects of the job, from scheduling plumbers and appliance techs to the removal and disposal of your existing countertops. After your new counters are installed, the new sinks, faucets, and appliances must be reconnected by licensed professionals, and we will coordinate that too. So the fourth and final question relating to the experience is, how long will it take to get my new countertops? Well, that question really has 2 answers depending on your project. For a countertop replacement project, we will first disconnect the appliances and then dismantle your existing counters the day before the new quartz or granite counters are installed. Then the following day, we will schedule to have the new plumbing and appliance work completed. This leaves you without a functioning kitchen for 2.5 to 3 days. If you have new cabinets going in, then it takes 6 business days from the day your new counters are templated until they are installed. So now we'll deal with the 4 questions related to the quality of the finished product, the actual countertop installed in your home. Now, the first and oftentimes biggest question is, will my seams be visible? The answer to that question is yes, but how visible depends entirely on the process used in the manufacturing and installation of the seams. At Crowley's, we don't saw cut our seams because that process leaves chips in the surface of the counter, which gives the appearance of a wider seam when the glue fills the void. We actually mill our seams with a highly calibrated tooling system so that the seams are chip-free, clean, and tight. In addition, we use a machine on site that not only pulls the seams together, but makes them flatter and ultimately much less visible. So the second question is, how do you attach the undermount sink to the countertop? Now, beware of the adhesive installation technique so common in our industry, because over time, as the adhesive weakens and the garbage disposal vibrates underneath the sink will eventually delaminate and sometimes fail completely. The only way to guarantee an installation is to mechanically anchor it to the countertop. And at Crowley's, we mill a slot into the back of the counter so that a bolt can be attached and a clip tightened on the flange of the sink. Then the sink can be secured and sealed adequately and permanently. The third question is, how is the sink counter itself supported? Now, granite and quartz is really durable, but the thin strip of granite in front of and behind that sink opening does present a risk if it's not properly reinforced. At Crowley's, we cut a groove into the underside of the countertop in the front and back of the sink opening, and then we epoxy a reinforcing rod into that groove. Now, while this is hidden and not seen, it dramatically increases the strength of the counter, ensuring that you have a kitchen you can use without worry. So the fourth and final question related to the finished quality of your granite or quartz countertop project is, will the edges of my counters be chip-free and smooth? Now, certain stones are more prone to chipping at the edge during the manufacturing process, but leaving those chips in the edge is not acceptable at Crowley's. Like seam quality, the process for finishing edges is as important as the standard, so we custom mix epoxy when necessary to fill those chips. Then we fine polish the edge so it is smooth to the touch. Well, on behalf of the team at Crowley's, thank you for investing the time to learn more about the granite and quartz countertop industry so that you can more effectively shop for your countertop project. If you've got any more questions, please contact us. Visit our website, send us an email, or give us a call so we can help you get the project you deserve. Thanks for watching this episode of Crowley's Granite TV. Make sure you check out our other videos and our learning center at crowleysgranite.com. And make sure you connect with us on one of our many social media platforms.